Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Magma Minds podcast. It's your boy, Fawn the Villain. To my left, we got the one and only Toes. What's good, man?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lack. Grateful to be here. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for hanging out with us again. And we hope everyone stays for the next one, too.
Facts. Everyone's got to stay. If you're returning, you're here to stay. Pack your bags. Everybody pack your bags. Tell your new friends to pack your bags because we're here to stay, brother.
You signed the lease.
Signed the lease, bro. You signed the lease. You're in town. We got room. Penguis. Everybody's here, man.
Yeah,
Why would you?
Yeah, plenty of it's party.
It's a party, yo. It's a party.
Always having fun.
Always having fun. But yeah, real quick. Just wanted to. We're talking earlier. You're telling me about your guy that does the that does MMA.
Yeah.
Shout out to a little shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Will Hurley, bro. He's gonna be hyped when he hears that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I told him about the podcast. Like he was off social for like the last month or two.
Okay.
So he pretty much off of everything. Like phone off and everything.
Dang.
Like big hiatus. So now he just came back, and I just told him about the podcast the other day. He was like very hype.
Yeah.
So yeah. So but Will has been that's my guy, man. I met him in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I started MMA in 2018, and Will started in 2019. My boy's undefeated.
He got
a title fight coming.
Okay, shout out Will.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
My boy just texted me to ask me to corner for him, and I'd be so honored, honestly. But Will is one of those characters, man. He's very super introspective, always reading a history book or some type of thing to elevate his mind. Like he's not on and off the mat. He's always sharpening his game. And I think he's gonna be so great. He's already so great, but Will Hurley is gonna be a household name, man.
Oh man, you love to see it. All right, Will. It sounds like we need to get you on the podcast, brother.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I told him. Actually, he's on the list, bro. He's already on the list.
Okay. My fault.
Yeah. But when he first started training, I think a month into his training, we went to, or a month or two into his training, we went to see our first MMA fight in Farmers Market. Yeah, in OKC, and we were both sitting there, kind of looked at each other, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Yo, one day I'm gonna be in that octagon." And I looked at him, I was like, "Bro, I believe it." And then fast forward to 2 years ago, man had his first fight. And
his debut. How do you do? Don't lie to me.
Won.
Yeah, of course he's undefeated.
But I'm gonna put him on the spot for a second. He has really bad nerves, and even during training and stuff too. And I think a lot of people deal with this kind of like these kind of things. But it was something about just the thought of competing or something. It's like that for me too. But he would sometimes just throws up. So his pre-fight ritual is if he's not already throwing up, he forces himself to throw up.
That's a crazy pre-fight ritual.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But man, he's I'm so proud of how far he's came. Just even in the gym, but also off the gym, outside the gym, and the growth he's made in his personal life as far as how he deals with things. And he's taken some I'm not gonna say what, but he's taken some very courageous steps to fix issues that he's dealt with, and and when he's on, if he's comfortable talking about it, I'm sure he'll open up about something. Yeah, he'll open up about it. But man, I look up to that. I look up to him a lot. Just how he lives his life. Yeah.
Oh man,
I gotta throw up a dope picture.
Yeah,
from his last fight.
Him getting something. I was gonna say we gotta find something nice on the boy.
Yeah.
Put it up.
My family has a family heirloom of a tusk from a wild boar that my great grandpa killed in Cambodia during the rebellion. My grandpa was such a my great grandpa was such a
crazy.
Badass,
he was
bro.
crazy with it. Yeah.
My man was beheading people, beheading
monster.
And the tusk is it's been passed down, and I wore it to his last fight. Man saw it, and I told him the story. He's like, "Yo, let me wear it out." And then his official picture from the fight is him walking out with the tusk on his leg, and it was so sick.
Oh, that's
so
sick.
I gotta throw that up. So y'all can see it too. But
yeah. Audio listeners, you gotta pull up to the video, man. You gotta check it out.
Yeah. Shout out to Will though.
When's the fight? When's the fight? You said. Let's get the boy some support. Go support the homie.
Yeah. May 11th. It's a Rage in the Cage event. So I think that's like an Oklahoma specific thing. But that's just gonna be this is gonna be his title fight. It's gonna be in Altus. I think it's gonna be at the same casino for one of his other fights. So.
Yeah. Oh, say less. Yeah, man. That'd be nice. I was gonna say I would make it, but I think May 11th is when Gapsia's graduating.
That's
too.
what I told him too. I was like,
yeah,
he just asked me
a lot
the
of
corner.
graduations.
Yeah, because he just asked me the corner. My sister's graduating, I think that day too. So,
oh yeah,
if the graduation's in the morning, I'll just leave graduation.
Just go straight
there. But
no, yeah, that sounds like a vibe though.
Yeah, it is. MMA, we gotta go one of these days. MMA fights are so fun.
I was gonna say I've never been to one at all ever.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely be an experience for me. I also want to go to a boxing fight, but those are bread.
Yeah.
I feel like way more.
I think like any combat sports, when you see it in real life, in person, it's so different. Even like something like, because boxing is 12 rounds. I don't know how it is in the amateur circuits.
No, I'm not sure.
But yeah, boxing is 12 rounds, and I think boxing is probably one of the hardest like combat sports to break through. Because
like excel.
Yeah, because like, you know, with like MMA, when someone's really like, you know, someone's good at, like, there's something are very few well-rounded fighters to where like they're just good at everything. Could be, so we're not gonna talk. John Jones, not gonna talk. You know what I mean? Fair. But those are goats. Yeah, the goats of the goats. But like with MMA, like you can have shitty ground games, but you have really good striking. Yeah, like standing up game. And, you know, like you can get by, or like you have really bad standing, you know, vice versa, and then you have great grappling or whatever. But with boxing, everyone's training the same thing.
You just gotta, how do you stand out? Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So your technique has to be on 10. Like Western boxing, like your technique has to be on 10.
Yeah. That's true. But another thing that's, I guess, not as popular, I was gonna ask why. I'm not sure if you would know, is like Muay Thai.
Muay Thai?
Yeah. Because we would imagine that would also pop off.
Yeah.
At least to a degree, kind of close up with MMA.
So every MMA fights I've organized organization I've been to so far, there's been like a kickboxing fight
prior.
Like in between the MMA fights.
And, okay.
Yeah, and I think it's just because like it's a culture thing. I think it's picking up now. Okay, like to where like people are more interested in the UFC, and they're actually looking at training. Yeah. But it's I'm surprised it's not like as big as like MMA
or BJJ. Which I was gonna say was another thing. Speaking of combat sports, since we're deep in this, shout out to the man Jamal, a homie from med school. We actually just published a paper. I didn't even drop that.
Yeah.
Article published. I know, Curious Journal. All the medical people, you can go check it out if you care about it. But I think you met Jamal before.
Yep.
Yeah. Jamal, mad cool Pakistani fella, hella nice dude, bro.
Yeah. He looks like a fighter, though.
He's a fighter, 100%. When we're in bar,
ears and everything. That's the first thing I know about him. That's the thing, bro. Like every time I meet somebody now, like even on the street or I'm just passing somebody, I'm looking at their ear first,
just to see,
bro.
This place dangerous.
I want the smoke,
for real.
And I don't want the smoke.
Nah, that boy Jamal, man, he's nice with it. I was gonna say whenever we're on the island, so whenever we went to med school in Barbados and we're on the island, he actually ran like. What was it? It was a club. I don't know if it was boxing. I don't think it was BJJ, but he ran like a boxing club or whatever with everyone. Yeah, I was so frustrated because I didn't get to go. And the one time I was about to go, I think it was like the last time they're doing it. I was like, bro, come on. I know, but he's super nice with it. And every time either or on his stories as well, he always has like someone that's high up in the ranks. Like,
right.
I think probably because he's in California right now. He's doing what's it called? He's doing some research out there, orthopedics, so big ortho guy. And he always has like someone in the gym that's like high up there, and I'm just like, bro, if I was into it, I mean, obviously I'm not, so I'm not gonna try to name names, but that's just the only other connect that I really know that's in BJJ like that. Yeah. Outside of you. And Most people.
Yeah, I think when I met him, he was a purple.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but when you weren't there, you missed that was a trip you canceled. But when we went to Miami club,
That's a trip I had to cancel.
Yeah, we saw Usman there. The twins.
Oh, really?
The twin has a picture with him.
Oh, they took a picture of Usman?
Mando and bro, I was like, let me take let me be in the picture, bro.
Oh, you took the photo?
Bro, I took the photo.
You're
but
bugging.
You know what's crazy? They didn't turn the flash on. It was dark, and they're all dark.
They didn't turn the flash. Brother, you had the phone. Are you 12?
They handed me the phone and told me to take it. It's Lionel's phone. He's a photographer. I'm not messing with the settings.
Listen, turn the flash on?
I had an Android at the time. I didn't know how to turn it.
No,
I don't want to hear, bro.
God.
I don't want to hear.
Yo, not the tech gurus talking about I don't know how to turn
because
the
in my
flash on
mind I was already salty.
Android.
I was like, bro, my people at my gym would freak out if I have a picture with Usman.
Yeah,
and I was like, yo, let me get a picture with him. But then don't look at me. I was like, I want a picture with him. And me being the youngest in the group, I'm just like, all right, fuck, I'll take
you just grabbed it.
Yeah,
bro, hand it to somebody else.
Nah, he already didn't want to take the picture.
He wasn't about it.
Because he was already with his shorty, with his girl. And
so he's not about to be posing.
Yeah, even when the twins asked, and he was already like, all right, man, come on. So it was one of those things I didn't want to bug him again.
I'm turning that shit to a selfie, bro.
Yeah,
I'm extending selfie.
Bro, I still think about it sometimes. I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, bro, I should have ran up to him like, hey, I've been training for like this long. Like we watch your stuff here that like our gym. It'll be so sick. Like just doing something that like let him like know I'm not just like a fan, random, but like I'm actually like in the sport too.
Yeah,
I still think about it sometimes. It's still just because like, especially like this, and this was before he won the championship.
Oh,
like he won like the title. So imagine he won that title. I'm just clout chasing. God damn. I'm clout chasing as hell, bro.
No, what's dirty? This man tried to tell me he didn't know how to turn the flash on.
Bro, you know how on iPhone... Because whole time out, bro. Because on Android, you click the flash, it goes to flash.
Up. Yeah. iPhone,
but on iPhone, you have to click it.
And
I'm not...
It's stupid as hell.
In the 2-3 seconds I have, I don't know. I'm not going to try to sit there and figure it out.
Imagine he's like, all right, man, yo, charge the whole thing. It's fucking...
But man,
that's crazy.
I blame Lionel. Man's photographer. He should have known to give me the phone with the flash on.
Nah, bro, don't give me that. You just got a what's it called? ROG laptop. Come on, bro. You know how to turn the flash on. You know how to turn the flash on.
Shit, man.
And that wasn't even that long ago. That was like 4 years max.
2021.
Even
2021. So
3.
Yeah, I think I did have an iPhone actually.
Maybe
I was just salty. Maybe I was just salty. I didn't get a picture with Usman, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
The whole group, I was the only one that was doing it, and I didn't get a picture. I was mad. Dang. That should have been a selfie, low key.
Should have been. You
should have been a group selfie, but nah.
You turned it, my guy.
Though, bro. And that was before he won his titles and shit too. That's crazy.
Oh man, you love to see it though. You love to see it. Anyway, all right, people. So stuff we're bringing for you guys today. Pretty interesting topics, I think, at least. No, I feel like this is stuff that a lot of people are general, or at least in our age group, is more of a general topic that we try to knock out. And what we're discussing today mainly is how does it? I don't know. I froze there for a second. I don't know. I froze it. But what is your take on having attractive friends of the opposite gender? So we just go guys first, just because obviously we're men, and then just imagine what the perspective would be for your girl, someone you're dating, maybe to have attractive male friends. So what's your take on, like, how do you think how do the females around you act that you've dated or talked to? How do they act when they see like an attractive friend in your circle? Or if you've ever asked them that question, like what was their take on it?
I think by the time I date somebody, they've already met all my friends. And I kind of already scope out how they are around my friends. Because if I see even just like a hint of like fuckery.
Fuckery is that fuckery
that's
came
exactly
out with aggression.
If you're talking to me,
say some jealousy, and
I'm bringing you around my friends.
Yeah,
we're talking about like if like I had guy friends, right? Like my guy friends.
No, I was thinking you're of the opposite gender. You're female, like you having very attractive female friends.
Oh,
but go ahead with the guy friends because that's crazy.
I thought you said it was guys first.
We'll give a guy's perspective, so we give a perspective of
how.
And then we'll say like, okay, for
okay,
a shorty, like what's her?
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
so if I had a
girl
girl and I bring them around my,
I don't know. I want to hear about that.
Oh, okay.
Man said
Yeah,
some
you know what?
fuckery.
Yo,
What's yeah. So you have
exactly.
attractive male friends, and then you bring your shorty around.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying. If I see some fuckery, which is, because that's exact. I'm not even gonna call it like, you know, anything else, just because. If I like you enough to bring you around my friends, because I think you know me well enough now. Like, I don't just bring any girls around at this point.
Yeah.
Like, by the time I bring a girl around, we've already been talking
like
for a minute, right? So if I bring you around my friends, by that time, like, we've been talking for at least at least. I'm not gonna put a time on it, but we've had built a connection up to where I trust you and I'm comfortable enough with you to like introduce you to my close people.
Right.
So that's like another door opening. Like, I'm opening my life up to you. And if I bring you around my friends and you're just looking at somebody for too long, like, just like if I'm catching like, and this is not like from I'm not like a jealous person like typically, but as a guy, you notice these things.
You notice the female gaze. Hell yes.
Yeah. Like, if you're laughing a little too hard at the jokes that I don't find funny,
you know my man's is not. You know he's not funny. You know, the fucking meme where it's like all of a sudden my man's
a comedian. Yo,
all of a sudden he's
it'd be like that now? Though. It would be like that.
Yeah, nuts. Okay.
And you know,
you just pick up on the little things.
Yeah, like I picking up on like is how you interact with him. If there's like too much like physical touch going on, and you know, honestly, as a girl, shouldn't even be happening. But like, you know, like playful shit. That's like, you know, like if my friend roasts you and you like punch him in the arm or something, that's cool. But
fair.
It was like, hey, how was your?
Oh nah, dog.
You know, where'd you go to school at, bro? That type of shit.
She's not.
Because I know, because like I witnessed it before.
Really?
Yeah.
With someone like that you've been talking to, or your man? Yeah, in the friend group. Okay.
But like in like a different friend group, to where, like, and this girl the girl that I was talking to, and at the time, you know, like I was like a lot younger, so I'm not really, for me, I'm just like, damn, I got a baddie. So like, you know, like I'm letting shit slide just because she's
just
bad.
doing her thing, right?
But yeah, so like she would be sitting there, like we would all like sit. It would be like we were sitting on the couch or something, like at a food place. Because some, you know, like some bars and stuff, they have couches.
Yeah, they have couches. Yeah.
And I'm sitting next to my man, and then like she's next to me. My man, like if she's here and my man's here.
Oh, okay.
She's like reaching over my shoulder to like tap them or something. Like, bro. If the first time it happened, I was like, okay, she's trying to. It's a loud place. She's kind of trying to get his attention. But like the second, like third time it happened, I was like, nah, that's fucked. That's some fuck. Like in
gestures.
Front of me. Yeah, like it's like. Girls think they're so slick.
Some of them are dangerous. Some of them are
I would say,
dangerously slick.
You know what? You're right. Some of them are so
dangerously slick.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, but I know what you mean. Yeah. She just thought she was pretty girl things. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like, I think so. Don't want to like be too off track. But from my perspective, now my group of guys friends are like so solid. I don't flinch.
You don't.
And if something like some fuck shit like that happened, y'all would tell me.
Yeah. Mandem is, she's dismissed.
Yeah.
From she's
like,
not playing.
You're sure you just touch Eric's thigh or
crazy.
Something. Like, yeah, some crazy shit
fuck
like that. I think like one time we did talk about it, and like it was not something like this, but it was like, yo, if like, would you feel safe like bringing your girl around your friend or whatever?
Friend,
and I was like, yo, with my friend group, they could be roommates. Like,
yeah,
I don't. Like, I wouldn't even like. It wouldn't even. I wouldn't even flinch.
Yeah.
Like they could be roommates. Like even one of my ex, like with like Doe was at the time was trying to move out. For because he was trying to live where the twins live.
Yeah, he was trying to go over there.
Yeah, and he was like trying to look for a roommate. I was like, yeah, like the girl I was dating at the time. I was like, yeah, dude, you could room with her. Like she's looking for a roommate too. Like I don't even think twice about it. Just because like. If
that's
I know my friend,
should be though.
Yeah,
right?
That's how it should be.
That's
exactly how it should be. But sometimes it's not these, and I feel bad for people that don't have friends that they can just trust 100%. Because that's all you got, man. Like other than family, like your friends,
your guys are the ones that are supposed to be there,
right?
Like, what do you mean by I have to like now watch my back in this like my space where I'm supposed to be? Come on.
Yeah. No, I saw this. I saw this meme recently, where it was like a perspective of someone like a dude that died, and like he was playing back like when his girl, he was looking down on his like like his girl and his boy, and he was playing back how like his boys was interacting at his funeral, like said to his open casket like, "Hey man, I'll take care of it, man. Don't worry."
Oh nah.
And then like, and you just hear like, bro, he's. And it's like the dude is like in the cloud looking down, like just like, no, not like that.
Oh my gosh, of course,
bro. Like, man, that's how it should. That's how it be.
Yeah, that's how. Nah, that is wild. Women be doing some stuff. Men don't be doing things too, for sure. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but we're weak, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are weak. Yeah, a lot of guys are weak.
Having attractive guy friends, I think it helps me. Doesn't do anything.
Pull, brings the pull, right?
Helps me, right? Like,
fair.
Like, I mean, even just you, bro. Like,
relax.
Hold up.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear
me,
when this has ever happened. Oh, you know what I just thought about was that when we went to get brunch that one time. That was the first time that happened, and obviously the last time. Yo, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. That was crazy. But
neighborhood jam.
We can allude. Yeah, we'll allude to that. But what were you gonna say?
And then it was crazy. What's crazier is it was like it was one of your cousins like said like,
yeah,
already hit or something.
Yeah, twin was like, yeah, bro, nah, not that one. I was like,
I like that y'all have that.
Say
like,
less.
Yeah, I like that y'all like communicate that.
Hey,
you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
because one time I had to hit Leo up because I was on
one of the apps.
Tinder, one of the apps, and when this shorty were like talking for a minute, and then I was finally gave her my social, popped up like Leo's name popped up, and like the follow or whatever.
You had to run the background check. Yeah,
I was like, yo. I was talking to this shorty.
What's happening?
Like, is this good? Like, are y'all? And she's like, nah, we just used to work together or something like that. So I was like,
okay, bless. Bet. So it's still open, yeah.
But fair. Yeah. But girls naturally gravitates
towards. Listen to this, yeah.
Towards fun.
How? When? Yeah, go ahead.
Just because I've seen it happen, and like you don't notice it, I think because it's.
You were gonna say it happens
because it happens so often. But from my perspective, I'm like, ain't nobody fucking doing that shit for me. Ain't nobody talking to me like that.
Nuts. Like what?
Yeah, like it's just like
I want to talk about the neighborhood jam shit, but yeah,
like,
that was the one. Okay, that was the one time.
Yeah, let's talk about that first. Like
that was the one time
we were sitting there. I remember like, what you were wearing too. You had like a Nintendo shirt on, like
video game stuff.
Yeah, like
so I was looking extra nerdy that day. Damn.
Not with a fucking chain. Not with a big ass.
I had the chains on. I didn't have the chains on.
Nah, you did. So. You did have the chain on. Yeah, it was you were wearing a black shirt and like some Nintendo and then you had the chain on. But we were sitting there eating, talking, and then our waitress
server
just came up and was serve us. Like we already ate and everything when the bill came out.
Yeah, she was like to-go boxes. Yeah. Oh no! I was getting another meal.
Too late. Yeah. And then she said something like, it was like, "Hey, if you're like."
Nah, I think it's when I asked her. It's when I asked her for the other meal after we're leaving already.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you're taking this to your girlfriend, huh?" And I was like, "That's crazy. You would say that." But nah, it's for my sister. And then she's like, okay. And then she like went and then came back. And then that's when she was like, yo, took the pen and scribbled. And I was like, oh, word?
I thought she was cute, too.
No, she was pretty. She was pretty for sure. And then, of course, like you said, and that's the thing. That's why I don't know if, like, more, like, guy groups don't do this, but, bro, I'm not, it just, not that I'm, like, introducing a girl to the group. Like, that's different, like how you were saying earlier, like, before you bring it into the friend group, like, you, whatever, but with the mandem, and maybe you have like your guys that you do it too, but with the mandem, if there's any shorty that I like, if that situation happened or whatever, I'm just running it by them just because. So I didn't even what's funny is I didn't even notice that Twin had followed her or anything on social media, like none of that stuff. I just clocked it, whatever. I was like, yo, what you think? And then Twin was like, yeah, brother. And I was like, oh, word? Say less. fucking threw the the thing in the trash. But I was just like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And after that, like just knowing that, I'm just like, okay, cool. And then that's another reason why I also do it. Is just like I don't ever even want to be in that space. Like I'm not Eskimo bros with anyone intentionally ever. Yeah,
I haven't heard that.
That term in a minute. Yeah, I haven't heard it. I was thinking of it because I was like, bro, I forgot what they called it. But I just never. I'm just like, if one of my mandem that I just know, even on a somewhat casual level, there's things out here. Why are we, So I'm just like, nah.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Nah, bro. For like all the mandem, it's for everybody.
I'm starving. I'm trying to take what I could get. Next time I'm wilding out, I'm deleting all socials. I don't care to know. I'm not hitting nobody up.
You're not hitting nobody up. You just going.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah, not like
just
that.
Moving.
No, I'm playing. Nah, it's more like
you floating in the ocean.
Yeah, but I think some friend groups are the opposite of that. Like they'll pass the girl.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I know friend groups like that. That they just this one is free game, yo, man. Everybody.
Where you're at.
You're looking for those friend groups, man. Try to find it. Try to put it in an application, huh?
That's like free. That's it's easy work. Your boy already.
It is easy, but
honestly,
I don't know why you're making it seem like you don't be having pool, brother.
That's
you're making it seem like you be pulling across the nation. Oh, the frozen. Yo, I'm telling you, audio listeners, you have to watch the video, bro. The reactions are timeless. Across the nation.
Not like that.
From anywhere,
I don't know
man.
what you're talking about.
I imagine Vietnam too is a crazy pool for you as well. When you're not.
Honestly, I even thought about like one of my picture on Hinge just gonna be a passport, like a U.S. passport, and like, insert that R. Kelly that video. Y'all gotta see that video. Look up y'all gotta look up R. Kelly in Ethiopia
where he's singing
when he's singing to the crowd, asking girls to come back. Yo.
That was crazy. That was actually crazy.
Yeah, but nah, man. I honestly don't like when it's too easy. I don't like it. I don't like when it's easy. It makes it's like off-putting almost.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that like earlier. Like some girl like slid into my DM, say some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, and you're just like, yeah.
I was just like, nah. When a girl has nothing to lose and they're saying that.
Right. It gives definitely gives a certain type of vibe.
Right.
That we're not here for.
That should only be coming out of like the girl, like my girl's mouth, and like with it's like crazy freaky shit.
Right.
You're just sliding my DM like saying that shit like I'm
off rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least have some class.
Yeah, I think that's so attractive.
Before you get freaky, have some class.
Like make me chase a little.
A little, not a lot, because I've gotten into the situation. Not to cut you off, but where like I was chasing, my legs were getting tired. Chasing.
Man, had a Camelback on, just hydrating while he's
running. Yo, yeah, it was a whole trip, bro. We were across, bro.
I hate that sometimes. Or like girls think that brings their value up, but I mean, after a certain time, like unless like we see for sure you have something so great to offer,
right?
That's not worth the chase. Like just like you said, there's so many other like girls out there.
I think it was after that I was just like that I really rocked with that mindset where I was just like, bro, why am I?
Yeah.
And then there's another meme. Oh man, all memes today. There's another meme where the dude is like, it's just this fisherman just going in the water and like mad fish are jumping. And it was like, as soon as you get a girlfriend, ... and the dude's just in his boat cruising and fish are going crazy. Bro. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Like you be chasing still dead calm waters.
Yeah.
As soon as you get into something or as soon as you find someone, there's like a siren or alarm that goes off somewhere and they just pop out of everywhere.
Bro, you're never more wanted by the opposite gender as much as when you're just working to your, like on yourself, like not looking for nothing. That's when they be popping up, bro.
Yo.
And popping up in the craziest way.
And then they be looking very, very good. I'm like, wow, where was this?
It's caught up. It sounds like you caught up, my boy.
Honestly, looking very good. No, because it's happened.
Looking very good.
Looking very good. I'm like,
just
wow. It's just like, yo, what do you mean? mean?
Yo.
It's been like 15 years and nothing. And then
my god, that's exactly how I felt, dude.
It's wild.
You know what's crazy? Since we started this podcasting, like some of my, I think I told you, like some of my exes just like hit me out of the.
Just been trying to get back in the loop, huh?
Yeah, bro. Randomly. Yeah, but man, it's weird. Like it really is just when you're like doing your own thing, just looking like you're living a good life. That's when they're like, I want a piece of that.
Another meme.
Now, bitch, you left me broken. You left me hurt, bro. You ain't coming back.
No, another meme though was the dude.
Y'all can't hurt me.
So many memes. Why are you so pressed?
Damn,
are you
intrusive
okay?
thoughts. Intrusive thoughts.
No, the dude. He's like, Mandem, and it's funny because he's from Canada too. This guy, he's pretty funny. I can't remember his app. I'll toss it up though. He's like, yo, guys. If you want the shorties to follow you, go to a bookstore. You see that guy? Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, go to a bookstore and read.
Bro, have you ever though like gotten a haircut and then go like walk around like Ulta or Sephora or Target, just like in the home goods?
Oh, I can imagine
home decor
that would
department?
be.
Bro, like sometimes I don't. Not sometimes. It was like probably one time. Like I mean I remember seeing the meme and I need to pick up stuff from Target anyway, but there's something about walking around. Like Ulta, Sephora, like with a fresh haircut, like clean fit, and you just like.
How is this tied to the bookstore?
I don't know. I think it's the same. I think it's the same concept. Anyway,
the bookstore. I was gonna say you go to the bookstore and they know that you're working on yourself, but then they just wanted to like break what's ever been.
That's true.
Yeah, but I do know what you mean by the cut though. Which it's funny because whenever I get a cut, I want to go home and shower, and then after I shower. I want to leave again. But I know what you mean. Like, after the cut, I want to go everywhere. Like, I want to just live in that moment, like, in all the spaces. But it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm usually like a homebody. But if I find, like, a new, fresh fit, like, I'm, like, looking for opportunities to go. Like, the other fucking... Like, even, like, not that long ago, when I just got some Chelsea boots...
Yeah, boy, it was boots everywhere.
Bro, I'm having the going out time, but that day I was like, yeah, I gotta go out. Where are they going? I'm gonna be there
with boots on.
With the boots on, bro.
Nah,
that's the first time wearing Chelsea boots. Now I'm hooked.
I feel you, man. Nah, it just be like that. But rounding back to the question, which was pretty friends of the opposite gender.
Yeah.
So just to give my perspective, I think you touched on the guys as far as like you having like good looking guy friends and then the girl you're talking to. I mean, first of all, I would agree wholeheartedly. There's no instance where I'm bringing this shorty and really introducing her to the group if I haven't already sort of vetted her in a way. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were gonna.
No. I was just like,
okay. No, yeah. If I haven't already sort of like vetted her in a way, and I trust my. Like I haven't curated a circle. We're not the circle passing shorties around. So like I'm very comfortable in my guy friends and everything. And then like women could be like, they can be sneaky and do their thing, but I'm just not for it.
Yeah.
More so at least like another experience that I think I've dealt with more is having attractive female friends and my girl being like, hey, like who is this? Who's this? And yeah, I've dealt with that one for sure. Yeah, definitely. So first, what's it called?
Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah, I remember, bro. I wasn't even.
That's when you were
thinking
like,
of that.
moved
way back. Yeah, when I moved to Barbados, even before that, even when I was in Miami for med school and then Tennessee as well. Made new friends, or rather, it was like I was told at the time. And this just goes into the relationship in general. And things that maybe I should have seen and prevented it from getting to that point. Yeah. But before it got to that point, like I should have seen the signs, which were her sort of telling me like, yo, when you're going off, it's a new journey. You're about to spend hella time with these people. You're obviously going to make new friends. But she was essentially trying to put like a restriction on like the friends that I make. Yeah. And I, again, young, wasn't thinking too much about it.
Young and
in love, romantic. I just want to make sure my shorty's okay, make sure her mindset's okay. I'm doing whatever it is to keep her sane. So I'm just like, oh yeah, bro. I was just like, yeah, of course. Like, and then
of course that makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna be making. Why would I be making beautiful female friends?
I don't need that.
What do you mean?
I don't need all these features.
It's like no crazy. Yeah, I was like, what do you like? I'm not going out here to make friends, right?
Yeah.
Business. We're here on business. It's all work. And at the same time too, I was just like, I had never really, and I think we talked about this on another episode where it was like, when did we actually become attractive to the opposite sex? So at that time, I hadn't realized that yet either. So I was like, none of that is even adding up. I'm not going there to make new friends. At the time, I had the perception I wasn't even attractive to the opposite sex. So I was just like, yeah, of course. Like, what do you mean? And then started getting to know people, started becoming friends with people who were females. And the response and reaction, bro, when I tell you, it was game. It was wild. I'm talking about like asking questions, like seeing pictures anywhere, like, yo, who and who is around you at what time. Like if I'm sliding to a function or I'm scooping the boys for something, we're going out to like a regular bar after an exam to eat. It's like, yo, who's there? What's the head? What's the ratio? And I need to know.
What's the ratio?
Bro, how many women, how many guys, who are they? And I'm just like, bro.
Fuck does that matter? Not fucking them all.
Again, that's crazy.
What?
But again, I wasn't even like, even if it's a situation where it's obviously you go out with people and you meet people in friend groups,
right?
And you don't know everyone, so I'm not about to I'm not about to get everyone's contact just to be.
Maybe that's why you're so good at memorizing names now. Because you had to do it.
Oh, that's crazy. Because I was forced to do it for the longest time. That's nuts.
With your life on the line, son.
Yeah, everything was on the line. I was like, yo, I gotta make sure. I had it down. I had it down packed. I was already in the routine of like, bet whenever I'm going somewhere, I know how many people are in the room. I'm like keeping track. I'm doing all this wild shit, and just in hindsight, I was just like, wow, okay. So going back to the topic, it's just like, bro, I've dealt with that, and then I've also dealt with the complete opposite, which is like a partner who's actually trusting, and like, and that's trust is just so important. But we don't need to get into why that's so important. A partner that's trusting, same group of friends, female friends. And it was just a completely different vibe. And also for people that do maybe, what's a good way to put it? For people that, I was going to say people that are like, or guys that are, or maybe guys that have found themselves being tempted by their female friends or whatever. Like, I feel like once you have that trust, not saying that I had any sort of attraction to my female friends, but just having that trust from my partner, it just made me not even, like, it leaves your mind. Like, whenever I was being pressed about, like, yo, how many girls are in the room? Obviously, man's is looking at, like, all the shorties in the room now. Like, yo, how many girls are in the room? I'm getting questions like, yo, what's it called? Like, we would take a group picture and they're like, oh, but she's, like, really pretty. She's really pretty. I'm like, she is really pretty. But now it's like, well,
gotcha,
why
bitch.
It's like, well, why are we feeding this into my mind? Like, can I exist? Like, I'm not.
Dave Chappelle me, bro. Like,
honestly, I'm like, what do you want me to say here? Like, no, I don't know. So I just feel like it's very strange, and there's definitely at least dealing with both parts of that, as far as like having someone who's very receptive to me having female friends who are attractive, which I do have female friends of that nature. It's crazy. I don't know why I said it like that. But
that nature.
Of that
have
nature.
female friends, all those features. Yeah.
With all the features. But it's just like, bro, not all guys are dogs. Not all of us. There's some not all guys are dogs in that way. So it's just like, bro, why are we getting pressed sometimes for all of this? So what's your take on that though? Do you have, or have you had an experience with that with?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty much every relationship I've had.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know what, like, it's like it's not even necessarily like attractive female friends, it's just female friends.
Okay, just female friends in general. I feel you.
It's, I don't know why, but like almost every girl I've dated, I think other than one, like they think that like if I'm around females, I can't help myself. I don't know. Okay.
That's the thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to. I have never done anything to even make them think that way, though. Like, I'm not like going around just staring at random people or like talking about like girls in a certain way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like from my experience, it's even just like in adulthood, it's some type of insecurity like within themselves. Really, it's not like anything that I could have like done or to triggered or like whatever. Similar to your situation too, because one of the relationship I was in was long distance,
and that was a factor in mine too. Yeah, just for clarity.
So any new girl I follow, any new friends I made on IG, like, she would just like keep a list of like my following and just like follow the friend too.
Oh, she's going
whatever. And I'm like, and like it happened. I didn't let it get too far. Like it happened like I think a few times, and I was like, yo, that's not okay. Like you're invading someone's privacy at this point, because like she was following someone's Finsta or something, and like the girl like reached out to me and was like, hey, who's this? Like, oh shoot. And I was like automatically I was like, I'm so sorry, that's embarrassing, that's my girlfriend.
Was she doing anything to make that person ask like, who is this?
No, but like if it's someone's like Finsta, like they you know what I mean, it was like, hey, like do you know like who this is or something? Just like out of curiosity, because we are the only two, like only two mutuals. What I'm way more careful about, I feel like, bringing my female like my girl around like female friends I am with my guy friends.
Okay, yeah,
just because I think it's just at this point just triggering like trauma that because of the past relationship. In the past, right? Because I don't know if my girl at the time is gonna think like, oh, this girl is pretty, like they must be talking like, must have for history. He's interacting with this girl like a little too much, whatever. Because like throughout my life until like this friend group, most of my close friends have been female friends. Like some of my closest friends has been female friends, and in high school, like I had a lot of like attractive female friends. And
okay, that makes
like so that caused a whole another like plethora of issues on itself too. But fast forwarding to like even like in college, where I'm opening up my social circle. I'm meeting people from different backgrounds, different like from different areas, and whoever like the girl I was dating at the time was more like not caring about it. I'm like being more social or making friends is more like kind of like your situation, like who are these people? Just to know, as if it's gonna make a difference. You know what I mean? Like if I want to cheat, I'm not gonna fucking post them out nowhere. Then you're never gonna hear about like wouldn't cheat.
You heard it. I was gonna say you heard it here first. I'm not
make you know what to look out for. But
yeah. No, it makes sense.
Though. I'm slicker than that.
Yeah, you're not gonna be sloppy with it. You're not
gonna
be sloppy with it.
Right.
That makes sense.
I think it's something that it's really within themselves, or insecurities, or like lack of communication on both parties. But you can only do so much to communicate those things like that, because
you have to just trust.
At some point you're feeding it.
Yeah, bro,
at some point you're nurturing like the bad habits instead of like shutting it down initially. You're like, okay, well, to make her feel more comfortable, I'm gonna like tell her exactly what she wants to like know, and then but it just adds on, like but it'll go from like, hey, like who like, oh, who is this, to like who is everyone, like exactly who's everyone there, who you hanging out with. Oh, are you going to a study group? Who's
Whoa, it was the same girl the last 3 study. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Why she always there?
Yo, dog.
Like, why you guys talk like sit next to each other? Like it's always some dumb shit, bro.
The sitting next to each other was crazy because that happened as well. Yeah. It's just like it was a birthday. I don't know. I don't know. Why am I sitting next to her? Because that's how the table. Yeah, man. I don't know.
That's what you get, bro, for being handsome, bro. That's your fault.
How did we get here? You just said about how you just talked about how this has been your issue since high school, bro. I'm like, bro, man, just started med school and realizing shit like this. But nah. I feel you. I was gonna bring up another situation that happened in a different relationship where shit popped off because of a hug. Yeah.
Whoa.
A hug.
Popped off of a hug.
I was like, that's my friend. Yeah. What's it called?
Like a side hug, full hug. Like, I guess it didn't matter.
No, it wasn't even a hug. We were walking by each other.
Like, oh hey.
Walking by each other.
Yeah.
She like tapped me to get out the way, and she's like, why she use her hand to rub your back?
Rub?
Yo.
You think I'm getting a back rub in the hallway?
I'm getting a back rub. No, so we're in the crib. This is the birthday. This is the birthday, the Rari, like so it was that time. Right. So we're at the crib. The whole family had come to surprise the boy. Or no, they hadn't even gotten there yet. But we were having like a little get together thing. It was that birthday weekend.
Why was I not invited?
Bro,
Let's
you
not
don't
talk
be
about that.
coming, no. You don't be pulling up nowhere.
No, don't, bro.
Anyway, we're gonna see you in Miami, bro. Or are you about to back out of that too?
That's wild.
Great. Nah, all right,
That's
wild. nah, I'm playing. But this was Miami, and Shorty came to visit.
Yeah.
Had a little house get together. It wasn't even really a party.
Right.
All friends. I'm trying to think if she had met the people. I don't think she had met them before, but I talked about it. I'm open with my female friends as well. And yeah, one of my friends was there, and it's just we passed each other. I was leaving the kitchen, just going to the couch. I don't even know, bro. It was most random thing. Passing by, there's two couches, kind of like these. We didn't. It wasn't probably like in this situation, but it was a smaller space. She just simple gesture. Obviously, when you're going,
because the hallway was tight, or the walking space was
this
tight.
walking space was tight.
So like she didn't want to bump
So,
into you.
bro,
Like
like
her
imagine,
presence known.
right? Like imagine you just casual day anywhere you're walking, you're trying to get through somewhere. Maybe not so much for a stranger, but you would backhand tap someone, or you would just do a simple gesture to be like, "Yo, I'm coming through. Excuse me," kind of thing. All she did, bro. The rest of the night, why you get a back rub from? I was like, when? How? She's like, when you guys just. I was like, yo, this is crazy, nuts.
What the?
And I was just like, I don't know what to say. I mean, what do I say? I guess I didn't even notice that her hand even touched me, and I was just like, to the point where it's that minute of a thing. I'm just like, man, come on. But yeah,
damn, bro.
Those situations be.
What are you doing to these?
They definitely.
What
be
are
tough.
you doing to these females, dog?
To make them think that? I don't know.
Nah, to make them disattach.
Damn. Disattached.
Should have put the Rory away.
Nothing. That didn't even exist at that time. That's the thing. That happened before that could have that existed. So
obviously,
if
it's like that dramatic reaction, nothing you did. Like, and what the fuck is you're gonna do with in a room full of people getting a back rub from a female from your girlfriend next to you? Yeah.
Anyway,
nah.
But
that's fuckery.
I know, yeah.
That's fuckery.
If a man's fucking trying to walk by and his hand goes on my shorty's ass, then it's like, okay, now we talking. You see, now that's different. If I was walking by and her hand went somewhere else, I'd be like, oh wait.
She was like, oh hey.
Yeah, nah. Where I was like, yo, chalk the whole thing. That's crazy. But nah, that's nuts, man.
But this is the same girl that was. I think you told me.
Loca.
Yeah,
See?
like I think she on that same trip she said some crazy shit too. I remember you telling me. It was
Go ahead.
It was about the
car.
The car.
Yeah, we can just run into that too. If
Yeah.
Get the people rundown. All right.
Go ahead.
So it was birthday weekend. Just to give you guys a full scope. She had come down a few days before, and this was I can't remember the year. She come down a few days before, and little did I know my family was coming to surprise me that same weekend. So before the weekend even, like before it got to anything, I was already ecstatic because we had planned it. I had just moved to Miami, so we were just starting long distance in a way. I had moved there like in September maybe, and my birthday is in November. So birthday's coming up. Was that her first time in Miami? I'm not sure if it was her first time either. It was just a lot of new stuff happening at the time.
Yeah.
So she decided she was coming down. I was like, all right, bet. If you know me, you know I'm either running late for something and that I like cars, right? So, boy, I've driven a few cars, few exotics. Really, mostly just the aesthetics. Not too much like a numbers guy. Like I just love the beauty of it. Like I can. It's funny. Side tangent. I used to just go back in the day when. Because obviously parents were growing up, we had like some older hoopties and whatever. And the first like nicer car that our dad got, I think, was like the old school Range Rover. Ooh. I used to go just sit in there and like push the buttons with the car off because I was a kid. I used to sit in there and I would know everything about the car, like everything, just
bro,
the
I
interior.
used to read a manual every car I get.
I was just there because I just enjoyed it. I was like, bro, this is cool, right? So love for cars. That weekend I got a 458. Shout out to MPH Club. They be sending me hella what's it called, like deals and exclusives and shit.
Hook us up next month.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Hook the boys up for sure. But so got a Rari from them, 458 Italia. It was a Novitec as well, so it was great. Yeah, it was actually nuts. What's funny is I wanted to get a McLaren because we just came from Dubai and I had the 488 over there. I was like, So
that's the thing I heard about McLaren. They're so good when they're working, and then
when they're working,
and then like they break.
Ferrari's the same thing though. Ferrari's they all break.
Yeah, I heard
down.
Ferrari takes forever to get fixed. Like if something goes wrong, you have to send off like a month.
No, it's actually terrible.
Yeah,
but
I don't need that, man. I'm good.
That's most exact.
Keep it, man.
Shout out Brownlee. But and I hate Lambos. Another personal note. So yeah,
you don't like Lambos?
Nah.
Aventador
SVJ. That's the only one that's like appealing to me. Yeah, every other thing outside of that,
it's kind of like kind of gimmicky, right? Like it's even just, like a yard. Like I think I think when they stopped making like the 12 cylinders,
bro,
it kind of fell off me.
And then another thing too with like my love for cars is also the elegance of it. Like it has to be elegant in some kind of way. Like again, I like the aesthetics, so it's just it's not even like overly aggressive in an aggressive, appealing way. All the hectagon sharp edges thing and just mediocre interior, visibility's like worse than most of the other shit that I've seen. Not a fan.
Yeah,
I haven't driven one yet though, so I guess until that day I wouldn't be able to really chalk it up because I heard the drivetrain is amazing. But anyway, so that weekend was getting a Rari, didn't tell the shorty, but I alluded to it a little bit. I was like, yo, we had talked about cars. She knows I liked cars, and I was like, you ever been in anything crazy, whatever? She's like, no. I was like, I bet this will be a fun surprise, not only for me, for her. It's gonna be fun. Weekend rolls around. Family's not. Weekend rolls around. The day before I get the whip, family shows up. I hadn't told anyone that I was getting it. Even the fam didn't really know. I only talked to the Dukes and stuff.
Yeah.
So biggest surprise. Shout out twins, sister, brother. Everyone pulled up. And then, of course, shout out to the boy Julian. He made the whole thing possible while me and Nikki were at the hospital. I think we've shouted out Nick before. Nicolás, he was a roommate. Also went to med school. Yeah. Boy from Tennessee, Cubano. Me and him were at the hospital at the time. And little did I know, Julian was driving around because I think the fam landed in two different airports. So he was driving like to the Miami airport, to the Fort Lauderdale airport to pick him up, take him to the hotel.
Like 45-minute hour away.
Bro, apart.
Oh my goodness.
Picked them all up, took them to their hotel, whatever. Yeah. And then by the time we got home, he was home. So no idea. Later that evening, fam pulls up. Amazing.
I remember seeing that
video.
The video on like.
I was jumping, bro.
I remember.
Because I was like, yo, this is my first time really like living away and all them pulling up to surprise me. So I was just like, oh, shoot, I didn't know it was going to be this kind of birthday weekend. So all the excitement. And then I knew they didn't know about the whip either. So I was like, yo, guys. So by the time of the night, I was like, yo, guys, your boy had to do a little something. I mean, it wasn't too shocking to bro and sis because they know about it, or they know like that's my vibe. So I was just like, yo, got a little whip for the weekend. Rari, boom. Easy, it's calm. So the thing is, when I told them, again, this is the first time Shorty's hearing it. So obviously later that night, we talk about it a little bit. It's like, oh shit, that's cool. It'll be fun. I was like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you. That's why I was asking you the questions before. So was just alluding to it. Mm-hmm. Early morning, car comes in, go get the whip. Wake her up. I'm like, yo, let's go coffee or something. Why the fuck not? Go drive around, mad excited, obviously. And it was what's it called? It was a Spider, so convertible, top down, Miami, nice weather, bumping Taylor Swift or whatever. Drove it around.
T Swift is crazy.
Bro, bumping T Swift in the convertible. Drove around that morning, was hella fun, cool. Later that day, I think we went with the twins out to like Wynwood or something, took pictures, cool. Next day, we're going to brunch. Yeah. I think the following day, went to brunch, drove that to brunch, all that kinds of stuff. But so when we were at brunch, I think the boy Cliffy, he was like, oh, sick, bro. Like, like the whip, whatever. He's like, yo, the fam drive it yet and everything? And I was like, nah. They don't really. And that's the thing with the family. Like, they know, like, it was not only was it my birthday, but they just know, like, I have that love for it. And not that they don't care about it at all, but it's just not a thing in them to be like,
they'd rather you enjoy it.
Yeah, they don't say anything. Like if I was gonna drive it the whole weekend, they wouldn't say anything and it wouldn't be like any kind of beef or whatever.
Right.
But obviously, it's a fam, so keys are for anybody. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is. He's like, yeah, that wasn't there.
That's the vibe. That's how it should be though. Like, but some people are so like,
I don't
stingy with their shit.
I don't know why. Julian was flying in that shit the night before too. Me and the boy were going like almost 200 in it. Told Nikki.
What?
I don't know. It was crazy.
What?
I told Nicolas. I was like, bro, the night that we were going out, I was like, okay, you can drive it with Shorty if you wanted to. I was like, yo, you and her can go. I'll ride with the family in the other car because I had my sister's car. So we had enough cars and everything. So I was like, you and her can go. And then he was just like, nah, not at the time. He just wasn't feeling it. But yeah, so long story short, I'm alluding to the fact that I had the car to myself for a decent amount of time that weekend, a day and a half, which was all I needed because I really just want to get my drive in. Honestly, the whole nighttime shenanigans, pulling up to the club, all that stuff is cool. It happens. Obviously, it's an exotic car and it's pretty looking, but that's not why I'm there. So I was just like, so at brunch, told the fam, told the twins, I was like, I bet. Like, obviously, we're doing stuff all throughout the day. Y'all take the keys. Rest of the day, it is what it is. So got in my sister's car, Nissan Rogue. Shout out to the Nissan Rogue.
Hey.
Got in there with the fam.
They have great speakers.
Lovely. Oh, Bose off
the
rip.
Bose, yeah,
Yeah,
right?
That's crazy. Yeah, for like a mid-tier car, it's very nice. So twins took the whip. Went with my bro, sis, Shorty, and I think one other friend. We went to the first day party spot. Partied, it was cool. Went to the next spot. We hopped around for quite a bit. Later that evening, again, it was like a full day of just drinking and hanging out. Later that evening, we're pulling up to this other club. It's like an African club, whatever. Put up to the spot. Obviously, twins are in the Rari, and they're big as hell. So everyone thinks they play ball. We're in Miami, they're in the Rari, they're big as hell. It is what it is. We pull up to the spot. Of course, having that, they park in the front. So they have security like directing them and shit. Like, yeah, just, slight shit, easy work. Pull up right here, park in the front. We take the Rogue. We're going all the way down to the back. We're going all the way down to the back. All the way down to the back. Park that shit and walk. Use our legs.
Get your steps in.
Get our steps in, right? So we do that. As we're walking back, right? As we're walking back, all of us are walking. We see the twins, like how like they get out the whip and they're dapping up the security and they're like, yo, y'all play ball? Like, where you guys play at? All that kinds of stuff. And like they're just making jokes and shit. And it was a vibe. It was a scene. Everyone's having fun. It was cool. I'm calm. We're chilling. The whole family's chilling, bro. The same thing you said when we were talking earlier. I just get this sense on my side, someone just staring at me like this, and just like not about it. Like the energy coming from there was crazy. I was like, I felt it, and I was like a lot of thoughts started going through my mind. I was like, nah, this is not gonna ruin.
Do I like acknowledge,
right?
And, like potentially get into something I don't want to get into, or do I ignore it and then let it come on later on?
Yeah, and build on strong.
Wherein
on my birthday weekend,
So let's just address it.
Yeah, we had to. Let's just see what's going on. What's wrong with you? What's going on right now? Why are you pouting? What is it? Of course, it's alongside first, and then it's just like, nah, I don't know. And she hit me. It was like, I just thought it was like I thought the car was for us for the weekend, and I was like, word. She's like, yeah, like pulling up to the spot, going out, getting, just. Thought it'd be us in the whip. I was like, yeah, we were. Like we
in the whip.
We were in the whip all day yesterday and like half of the day today.
Yeah.
I was like,
what's wrong with the road?
It's like I was like, we've been in the whip. What you mean?
Yeah.
I was like, and then she was like, yeah, but why couldn't we like just be in the whip? And I'm like, oh no, because the twins are in the whip, so we can't all. Yeah. It's two seats, So nah,
I hate that you have to explain that to her.
I didn't want to get, or at least,
try to give her a way out.
Yeah,
I
wanted her.
That's what you were trying to like.
Exactly.
She was like, she just went, oh, okay,
that's fine. Oh, the family was driving that, of course.
Or like, oh, it only has, that's right, it only has two seats.
Yeah, then I just like, all right, well, we're not gonna touch the other shit that I didn't want to, but she's just like sighing and stuff, and I'm like. And then I tell her, of course, I'm like, there's no way you're upset that my family's driving the car right now. Mind you, the rental car, because that's not my car. Yeah. Right. So there's no way you're pressed about.
And at the end of the day, you wouldn't have the car. It wasn't for the fam.
If it wasn't for the fam. Yeah. Because they're all old. It's the twin. They could have taken the keys if they wanted to. Yeah. Respect. But I was just like, bro, that's like, it's not my car. Obviously, you're getting pressed because like you want to be in it, you want to be doing like the showy stuff, whatever. But
you want to feel like something you're not.
Yeah, and it's like, and of course, I don't want to also just like shut her down and blame her, because like I imagine a lot of people will probably move that way, especially if they haven't been like in those kinds of situations. And I'm not gonna say that it's something that I wasn't oblivious to it. I wasn't oblivious that it is cool. At the end of the day, it is cool to drive a nice car and pull up to the front of a spot and like get treated nicely just because of you're able to do something for a weekend. Like that's a good ass feeling. But at the same time, like I just hoped that in her person, she just understood like, yo, but hey, I've been in the whip. We had fun in it. It was cool. Of course, my family is in town from out of town. Like, of course, I'm gonna let them drive the car for the time being. And that's something I just tried to explain to her. I was like, yo, at the end of the day, like, I'm disappointed that you're feeling this way because we're not, like, in the limelight right now. And, we have this shit for the entire weekend. So, honestly, we could do this tomorrow, right? So, we kind of did it yesterday. We didn't go to any dinners or any clubs or anything the night before. But we were still out and about. And it's just like, I would have hoped that you wouldn't be getting pressed over, like, all of this fugazi stuff at the time, which is like things like this isn't going to last. Like, we got to give this whip back. Like,
we got to go back to driving your Mustang.
You got to go back to driving the Mustang, right? The Mustang's convertible. You can take the top Mustang off. Thank you. Yeah, you just same
and that
gas.
shit was a drop top.
It was a drop top. So you like you got you have amenities over there. It's not like you're driving the Nissan Rogue, right? Like this is short lived. So with that situation, I was just like, it just rubbed me the wrong way, just because I was I could see or feel that it would or might have come on, but I just hoped at the same time. I was like, nah, she's not gonna be that type of girl, right? And of course, lo and behold, like that happened, and I was like, yo, and then I got triggered. I was like, you know what? Yeah. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually done driving it for the weekend, because I think I had like a day now or the next day as well. I was like, bro, if they want to take it back to their hotel and like whatever, like obviously they'll do that, and then I'll drop it back off. It is what it is. Like, I don't even want to drive the car anymore. Like, I didn't want to have her in the car, and I was telling her this. I was like, I don't want us to drive the car anymore. I was like, bro, I've gotten my fun, and while I like, of course, like had the whip and all that kinds of stuff, like the fam, another thing too is like they weren't pressing me like, oh, I want to whatever. Like, they just let me do my thing. I was like, Brett, they let me have my fun. I've driven it. It's calm. I got out of my system. They can take that shit and go with it. I don't even want to see it anymore. Just because if this is how you're gonna act, like that's so crazy to me, Right. And
like you're so entitled to something that you one didn't earn, and like two shouldn't even have a say in. Like, you lucky honestly, you got to ride in a fucking Rogue. You lucky you're not in an Uber.
Drive it too. So it's like we've done all these things. It's like, why? Just exactly that. Why you're not entitled to anything? Like the fam is there.
I don't think y'all were even like official at that time, right? Or,
no, she was a shorty. She was a shorty, okay. At the time. I think she came to Miami twice. The first time she came, we weren't dating. And then the second time she came was for the birthday. The first time she came, I think, was the month before in October, because I just moved out there. But
damn, man.
No, I was just like, so when you were like, yo, the whole situation, that's
like the fucking vibe killing shit. But that's way worse. That's way worse. That's on birthday weekend when the whole family's in town, like, and it's with a girl that at the time like is you had thought she held the same value as you.
Yeah, hopes, bro. That's all it is.
It just came crashing down in that one singular moment.
Yeah, because that's enough too.
Everything. Yeah, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Because like now what? Like in the future, when we share a house, when we share,
that was the question. Yeah,
when we share everything, are you gonna be stingy with my family, not take care of my family when I can't take care of them,
bro? Oh my god, like exactly, bro. Yeah, just that thought process. Pinpoint, just because and this is something that I obviously talked about with the fam afterwards too, because I didn't tell them in the moment, because the twins hot-headed. Lionel was like, bro,
they would have thrown the fucking keys at her, like, drive it drive away right now,
and then just, like, try to watch her do it, and obviously she wouldn't. Lionel was like, bro, if you told me that shit, I would have seized the keys for the rest of the weekend. You kidding me? He's like, bro, you would have made sure she never got close to smell the fucking leather. I was like, my guy, hey, I know, that's why I didn't tell you. I want y'all popping off. But yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts that happened. And just the family thing too, just like in the future when my family comes over and they're trying to stay for however long they want to stay, and you'll be like, your family's been here for 2 weeks. Like, yo, how much longer they stay? I'm like, bro, hey, tranquilo with that. Like, calm down. Can't have any of that. No room for that.
Like, the question really should be like, from your mouth, like, like for like the shorty's mouth is like, do they need anything more?
Do they
like,
need anything? Yeah.
Are they comfortable?
Are they
like
good?
Yeah.
Like,
Not
like my woman, you know.
Especially family, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, even with how things are set up now, like you always have family coming in and out. And room is always occupied like by somebody, and it's never a question of like how long you staying. It's more like, is that good enough? Like, do you need anything more? Like, let us help you get on your feet. And then
once you get on your feet and you're comfortable, you go and you do your thing. And then now it's like, and then when that happens, you're just okay, bet. Like you also feel the comfort in helping someone like that to just go. And that's something. And another thing too for me, just kind of shifting gears with the topics. Another thing for me too with that family situation is that's how I want to be, not just for my family, but I want to be, one, close enough with her family, or close with her family, two, close enough to be able to do that for her family, to be like, do you have any family that's in the area maybe that would need to stay with us at some point? Like, I want to make sure I'm working my ass off now to make sure I can take care of the lady that I have at that time, to do that for her, if she needs it, of course. But like, if her mom wants to come stay with us and watch the kids or some shit, like, we got the guest house in the back. That's the whole reason we built this, is so we could have family.
I got a shed in the back.
You got the garage is there if she needs it. Yeah, we'll put a bed in the garage. But
you see my garage was filled with shit,
mad junk.
We're Asian. We hog everything, bro. Bro, I got an argument with my mom earlier. I was clean, like I had bought some food, like frozen food, and I threw away some expired frozen yogurt. She was like, and then she like came in my room like upset. That was the running errands. Cause
you had to go get?
No, the errands was me trying to explain to her like, the yogurt is expired. I threw it away so I could fit my food in the freezer. She's like, I didn't tell you to eat it. I was like, I know, but you know the yogurt's been there for bad. Like, there's some stuff I threw away that was been there for like 2 years. Oh, it hasn't been touched. And but anyways, but yeah, man. I mean,
that's funny.
Back to the but like, I think that's something I'm gonna always have to look for, like be cautious of when I'm finding a partner, is like, how much do our values align when it comes to like lending a helping
things like
hand.
That. Yeah, lending a helping hand. Like, facts.
Already, like I think I want to do a lot for like people in general, but when it comes to family? I need to go the extra 10,000 miles, whatever it needs to be. Like, if my girl, my shorty is not aligned with that, is not with it, it's gonna be some trauma.
It's gonna be some trauma down the road. Right. Yeah.
And I don't want my kids to be growing up in an environment where they don't know how to take care of other people other than themselves.
Right.
Don't know how to share. Don't know how to do nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and I think in the moment, like, I'm gonna try to see from her perspective. Right. In the moment, she was probably like, it was her first time. Maybe I'm gonna generalize because I don't know the story like you do, but maybe it was the first time that like a guy's taking care of her to that extent, and she just couldn't bear the fact to share that
in that moment.
You know what I mean? Like, because like maybe she never had that. You know what I mean? And like maybe in her eyes, it was the way she cared. Maybe she's not close to her family like that, to where like she doesn't understand fully like how close you are with your family. That being said, she is around you enough to see how close you are with your family.
We did just start dating as well.
But I guess but she hasn't been back to like any family functions. I forget, like for you, it's
you don't be around the family immediately like that. That's late time, my guy.
So like she doesn't even know. So maybe she's not close to any cousins, like
to be able to
to like relate that to, like, because you're when you say cousin, you say cousin, but they're really brothers.
Yeah,
right, like y'all grew up together, like been through thick and thin together, and like now it's beyond that, it's blood bonded, right? So maybe she don't got that, and she doesn't understand it. So I'm gonna give her the benefit, and maybe like in the future, from that experience or that moment, she will make better decisions. That's all I can hope for her.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope so. I hope she does grow from that. And I think, speaking on the relationship itself, I feel like she did grow from it in that moment, because we not only did I like, I don't want to say lash out, but not only did I have that period where I got heated, like obviously we talked about it more afterwards, and I just sort of explained it in a calm-minded manner in which like all that stuff. But the situation itself to me was still jarring. I was just like, man.
Yeah, man. It's a weird way to like, because you know me, I'm hot-headed too. Like,
yeah.
So
we turn it up.
If she said that to me, I honestly I would have been like, how about you take the Nissan road, go back to the crib, wait for me, I'll be back. I wouldn't even want her near me or my fam at that point. Like, because at that point you just shun yourself out. Like,
yeah.
You crossed a line for me, like, that I don't think I could we can come back from. And honestly, did you guys come back from it?
It was early on, and then I didn't want it to be that thing to like ruin it. I was like, let me just see it, and then we did it, and then it ended up being later down the line just more fun stories to tell in hindsight, but it ended up being also a very, I won't say very traumatic relationship, but it was definitely impactful. Yeah. So there were things that came after. Yeah. So we slowly got there. We built a little bit, and then down the drain again. Yeah.
The only quote I can think about to like understand that situation is like, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe that's a solid one. Yeah.
Because like I think people are so good at manipulating feelings like nowadays.
Yeah, especially early on, right?
Right, especially early on, because like people are pretty smart typically. Like, yeah. And even if you lack emotional intelligence, you can see pattern, right? So if she immediately noticed that, like, oh, that's something that I can never cross again, like maybe she won't cross that line again, but it's still within her character, and it will manifest again when she's comfortable enough, when she's tied up with you.
Yeah, when it's been like solidified
house,
in
kids,
a way. Yeah,
like everything is like split or whatever. But yeah, man.
That's a good quote. When someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Yeah. That's a solid one. So solid. I think it's a solid one to end on. Hey. So something else y'all better believe is that the likes aren't liking as much as we want them to be liking. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple Podcasts, because why give us 4? You know what I mean? Like there's no real reason. We're not gonna, no one looks at it anyways unless it's 5, right? So you might as well just give the 5-star. I think I mentioned this last time, but audio listeners and those on Spotify as well, we got some polls, so feel free to go in there, interact, answer the questions, just join the community. We really actually do want to hear from you guys, and we also want to get to, again, another point where we can also get some more comments and stuff that we can go through. I think Toast had some good ideas with stuff that you guys could ask last time, but definitely trying to get to that point. So in order to do that, though, we need you guys to comment and make sure you subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell so you know when the boys are on. I mean, that's the only way that we'll be able to get to you, unless you're keeping up with the Instagrams and the social medias. Of course, once again, Instagram's the main platform. The boy Toast here has been putting a lot of work on the page, so show the man some love. Leave a comment on the pictures, leave a like on the pictures, share them to your stories. Help the boys grow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Help the boys grow, and don't be selfish. Don't be materialistic.
Yeah. Don't be stingy with the fucking like.
Stingy. Yeah. Don't be stingy with it. We cut the stingy shorties out, and the stingy fellas too. But
it's the year of giving, guys. 2024 is the year of giving.
2024, Kobe.
I mean? And I mean it let us know too what we're doing right, and if you guys are following or whatnot and commenting or liking certain reels that resonate with you, it let us know to do more of that style of content, or that's the direction we're growing in anyway. But we, again, at the end of the day, the content we put out, we want it to be audience guided. Like, we want you guys to be the producer, the writer, the editor of this podcast. Let us know what is working for you, what you're enjoying, and it helps both parties, both sides have fun.
Honestly,
right? Like, if we're doing the podcast and we're knowing that the thing we're talking about is hitting, we're having fun with it, and you guys are enjoying it more too. So, like Fawn said, give us a 5-star, drop a like. Yes, sir. That's all it takes. Just a little like. Yeah.
That's all it takes. But that being said, hopefully we catch you guys next time. Bring your bags and take it easy. Peace.
Peace.